Good evening, this is the WJTS News. I'm Charlotte Olson. Authorities acting on an anonymous tip in regards to drug activity in Jasper led to a Jasper man's arrest Wednesday on cocaine dealing and other felony drug charges. Around 9:45 Wednesday morning, deputies with the DuBois County Sheriff's Department, while acting on the tip, made contact with 46-year-old Charles Forrest with an apartment along the 1700 block of Green Street where he had been reported staying. After viewing what was believed to be drug paraphernalia on a coffee table, deputies sought and were granted a search warrant from the DuBois Superior Court. Sheriff's deputies were assisted in the execution of the warrant by Jasper police officers, and a search by law enforcement allegedly uncovered cocaine that had been repackaged and presumably for resale. Methamphetamine pills were classified as a Schedule II controlled substance, and also found was marijuana and marijuana paraphernalia. Forrest was booked into the DuBois County Security Center on a Level 4 felony count of dealing cocaine, a Level 6 felony count of cocaine possession, possession of methamphetamine, and maintaining a common nuisance, and misdemeanor counts of marijuana possession, possession of paraphernalia, and possession of a Schedule II controlled substance. A Jasper woman was placed under arrest after she was accused of battering another female Thursday afternoon at a Jasper apartment complex. Just after 3 p.m. yesterday, Jasper police were called to the Terrace Heights apartments along the 600 block of West 7th Street, where a female victim told police that she was struck at least 3 times by 42-year-old Eugenia Nykum of Jasper. The victim also told police that her glasses were broken during the altercation with Nykum. Nykum was taken into custody and transferred to the DuBois County Security Center, where she was booked on misdemeanor counts of battery and also criminal mischief. Officials with the DuBois County Prosecutor's Office say that thus far, 10 of the cases filed in DuBois County resulting from Operation Double Trouble have been resolved. The office says that 27-year-old Matthew Cronin of Huntingburg and 57-year-old Jeffrey Freed of Linton entered into plea agreements this past Tuesday, February the 2nd, of which call for both men to serve prison time. The prosecutor's office says that Cronin pled guilty to a Level 5 felony count of dealing with methamphetamine and is set to be sentenced to 4 years at the Indiana Department of Correction. Meanwhile, Freed also pled guilty to a Level 4 felony of dealing in methamphetamine and is set to be sentenced to 10 years at the Indiana Department of Correction. Both men are set for sentencing on April 6th at 1 p.m. Back on June 4th of this past year, local law enforcement officers began serving arrest warrants for drug dealing offenses stemming from an investigation known as Operation Double Trouble. In 2 rounds of arrests, a total of 18 individuals were served with arrest warrants for drug dealing charges in DuBois and Spencer counties. 8 Operation Double Trouble cases remain pending at this time. Thus far, the sentence imposed in the resolved cases totals 50 years with 40 years of jail time. At last night's 70th annual meeting of the DuBois County Soil and Water Conservation District, over 180 people were in attendance for this event at the Huntingburg Convention Center. Guest speaker Dr. Fred Whitford from Purdue Extension engaged the audience to participate in the conservation of farm life, farm work, and its history here in the DuBois District and overall Indiana. Purdue Extension has worked with the Soil and Water Conservation District on the education of the agriculture way of life. The Soil and Water Conservation District Executive Director Judy Brown explains what it takes for all to do their part when it concerns the conservation efforts of where we live.
As community members, everything that we do impacts the quality of our water. From dropping trash on the ground or not dropping trash on the ground, from not putting things down storm drains. Will we have gardens or other disturbances on our lawns, our yards, to keep the soil in place and not let it erode off the property and into our water resources, because our surface water is our drinking water, so we certainly don't want that to be contaminated. So everything that we do on the land impacts the quality of our water. So it all boils down to that.
As the Soil and Water Conservation District dedicates to promote clean water and reducing soil erosion, they have a program that partners with other government agencies in order to help guide agriculture practices within a cost-share parameter. This program also helps local county landowners with technical conservation assistance with reasonable and cost-effective equipment. Alan Wire from Ferdinand Farmers Insurance Group is a landowner and farmer himself, and he was also awarded with the Otto J. Bauer Memorial Outstanding Conservation Farmer of the Year Award. His family farm was founded in 1870, and he is a grain and cattle farmer. Wire shares the experience and the importance of farmers.
Well, of course, everybody likes to eat. I guess that's the number one thing. And of course, all farmers will tell you there's a lot of work involved. You know, it doesn't come easy. It is a lot of hard work. Even our presenter tonight was giving examples of how it was years ago, and things have improved immensely, but there's still a lot of investment in time is probably the biggest thing, and being sure that we raise good products, safe food for the public.
Alan Wire serves on the board of directors for the Indiana Association of Soil and Water Conservation District and was previously recognized as the 2009 Supervisor of the Year. Representatives from the Soil and Water Conservation District encourage attendees at the event to continue the conservation methods with youth and adults throughout the county. Keep it right here because up next we're going to take a look at your weather summary.